Welcome to another one-on-one session here at OKPreps Media Days. I'm Michael Knight sitting down with Coweta senior Justin Hines. Justin, let's go back to last season before we talk about 2020. An up and down year, but at the same time, you guys had a lot of young players coming along. Just talk about some of the things that when you look back at last year, some of the things that you take away from last season.
Being a very young team, I feel like we did really good coming in with a new coach, and we only had about a month and a half before our first game. I feel like we did really good, and a lot of young guys stepped up, really showed that they can be a part of the team, and what they're going to be this year is going to be pretty scary for some teams.
How much does it help this offseason knowing that, your coach and your program's in place? You're not in a situation like you were last year with a lot of unknowns. There's still plenty of unknowns this year with the pandemic and everything. But what's it like to know, the program's in place, the system is in place, and everybody knows what to expect?
It makes everything a lot less stressful, not searching around for a new coach and getting a lot of plays in, like practicing the plays. He brought a new playbook, something that we've never seen. Even on the defensive side, like knowing the play and where is it going in practice, sometimes it's still hard to even see the ball where it's going. And he's brought so much to this football program. He's actually investing his time and the Booster Club money, buying us new equipment, new jerseys, and he actually shows that he cares about all of us. And if you're not working hard, it doesn't matter if you're a senior or not, he'll kick you out. Mm-hmm. So it really is a lot less stressful knowing everything's in place and we can just get going.
Yeah. For you as a senior, we mentioned, this team being full of young talent. What leadership roles have you taken with this group to look, because there's still some young kids that are coming along looking up to seniors like you for advice, leadership, stuff like that. How have you taken more of a leadership role going into your senior year?
Well, the seniors before me as a freshman, kicked you in the dirt. I've never kicked any freshmen while they're down. I've always been the type to get up and have them go because they are the future of the program. And I respect them and they respect me. Of course, I'm going to give them a hard time because I'm a senior, but that's just normal. But I've always pushed them, and if they're not doing what's right, then I will tell them what's what. And because they are the future of the program. And a lot of people don't realize that, because if you're kicking them in the dirt and every single play, you're a big senior and just shoving them into the ground, that doesn't help them get better. It doesn't help you get better. And I'm not sure.
Yeah. When you take a look at this offseason, how has it gone? Not just with the fact that you guys know what to expect, but with everything going on around the world and the pandemic and quarantine and stuff like that, how has this offseason gone? How have you guys stayed connected when you weren't necessarily able to work out together?
We did a lot of Zoom meetings. As a D lineman, we all got together and we're going over plays that we're going to be doing in the future and what to get ready for, and practice stancing and running through, if you can have some cones or pick up a twig and set it somewhere and getting your stance and take off, just getting the repetition over and over, which we did that about every Wednesday and Tuesday, I believe.
Now, looking at this season, we mentioned all the young talent coming back. What are the expectations around the team? Obviously, you like to contend for a district championship, contend for a state championship. A lot of good football teams in Class 5A this year. What is the atmosphere like, the expectations like within your locker room?
It's very high because we know that we were pretty good with a new coach and how far we got, and a lot of our guys are coming back. We've only lost about 4 or 5 seniors that started. We're still confident, and there are guys that will fill those positions, and we're not worried about that. But having a future for it, and we are expected we're wanting to play past Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And that's everyone's goal. But we expect to get past Thanksgiving and still be one of the teams in the brackets.
Yeah. And then finally, when you take a look at this season and the teams that you're going to be playing, is there one team that you can't wait to play, and what would why is that?
That would be the Wagner Bulldogs. They are our rivals. They're right across the river. It's been a rivalry since probably before I was born, and I think they're on a few years winning streak, and we're just wanting to finally give it to them and finally take home the trophy that we pass back and forth.
Right.
Wanting to bring it to our locker room, to our new field house for the first time.
Yeah. Yeah, look, and you've been close. Coweta's definitely been close the last couple of years, so looking forward to seeing if you guys can not only get the job done against Wagner, but get the job done in the district and in Class 5A. Justin, thanks so much for sitting down with me today, and good luck to you and the Tigers this fall, man.
Thank you very much.
He's Justin Hines. I'm Michael Knight, and this has been another one-on-one session here at OKPreps Media Days.